Hello there, Big Benedict here. We're playing Dark Souls 3 on New Game Plus 7 difficulty, and this is the 11th installment. The Farron Keep Ruins and the Perimeter. So we're making our way over to the Abyss Watchers, which will take place in the next video. And when I got there, I was using the weapon that I've been using mostly for this run. In fact, probably 95% of the run, the Lothric Straight Sword at plus 10. And when I got there, I was dealing pretty much chip damage, and I looked at my guide that I did before, and I was just dealing like probably twice as much damage. But you have to realize that your hits are going to count for a lot less on New Game Plus, and you're going to be damaged a lot more too. So anyway, we're going to run up here and do the tried and true way of taking these guys down, which is to bait them to fall off the ledge up there, and you'll get credit for the kill, and they'll instantly perish. One time when I was standing on, hanging off the ladder, they started to come down. So that's the only way that might not work for you. So you might have to reset. Anyway, we're now in the Farron Keep area, and if you want to go a bit faster in the swamp, you can equip a dagger and use the stance attack to give yourself a little boost. And what I was thinking to myself when I was looking back at Dark Souls 1 and 2, and maybe one of the reasons I'm not good at those games, even though I was able to beat Dark Souls 2, is that when you evade in those games, you're evading around attacks, not through them. And in this game, if you're smart, you evade through the attacks. And I think, you're going to have to put up with whatever the game wants of you. You're going to have to accommodate that and adapt to it when you're playing a game. But personally, I think I do a bit better in games when I'm actually evading through attacks. Waiting for the attack to happen and then evading literally right through it. So what's going to happen is we're just going to be running around the swamp here, and there's really no clear-cut way to do this. You're just running around looking for the flames that you need to extinguish. But I think I have found a weapon for the Abyss Watchers. In fact, I found one that's pretty good. It's the Irithel Straight Sword at plus 5, which is the highest that particular sword goes up to. And it's actually dealing a lot more significant damage than the raw Lothric Knight Sword that I have right now. Okay, so this is the Keep Ruins bonfire. We've got one more to look for. And I think one of the biggest problems on New Game Plus is simply the fact that it's, of course, how much damage you get dealt, but the fact that your hits count for a lot less. It's something that really makes you have to last a lot longer. And if I can ever do this playthrough, I'm going to be so happy, so proud of myself for being able to do this, because it's really a new type of a challenge than I've faced before with different things. Because I don't think I've ever done New Game Plus on Dark Souls. So, what else to say? This should be the last flame that we need. And the reason I changed the Lothric Knight Sword to the raw Lothric Knight Sword is because it says it has additional stance damage with the L2. And it's slower, admittedly, but if it's going to hit a little bit harder for the stance, might as well have it. Anyway, so anytime there was an edit in this video, it's because I either died or had to warp back to a bonfire. And now we're going to head on over to the perimeter, although we've got a couple of wraiths on top of this hill. And even though I've had one or more of these guys chase me to the bonfire, I've never had the bonfire become inaccessible from a wraith, even if he was really close to the bonfire. So it's not necessary to sneak past them like this, because the bonfire, from what I've experienced, it always lets you access it over here. So thank you guys very much for watching. We're going to use this bonfire to go to the Abyss Watchers, and hopefully we can actually pull a victory out of it because it's really damn difficult.